This is what heartbreak is like, in simple terms. Heartbreak is like when your power goes out one evening. And first you just sit there because maybe it's just flickering and maybe it'll be right back. And then after enough time you realize, oh, the power is out. But you're committed to not letting it get in your way of everything you still had to do tonight. So you're still gonna make stuff happen. And you have a plan. But first, you just have to pee. So you head into the bathroom and you close the door behind you and you instinctively flick up the light switch. Nothing happens. Oh. Yeah. The power. But it's okay. You go, you grab your phone, you have a flashlight, and it's fine. It's fine. So you go to the bathroom and you wash your hands and you come out and you're ready to get some stuff done, but first you're a little hungry. So you say, I'm just gonna heat up some food really quick. I made some pasta and it's still in the fridge and the fridge is still cold, so it's okay. I'm just gonna grab the food from the fridge and heat it up in the microwave. Oh, right. The power. But you say, wait, it's fine. I can use the stove. So you go over to the stove and you turn the burner and all you hear is gas coming out. Oh. Yeah. The power. The igniter needs power. But it's okay. You go, you grab some matches and you light it and you heat up your food and you sit in the living room and you eat it with some candlelight and everything's gonna be fine. You're actually kind of proud of yourself at this point. So then you just get together your books, you have a couple things that you have to read before bed, and just first, it's a little hot in here. So you walk over to the AC, but then right before you actually hit the switch, you catch yourself. You say, oh, the power. Right. That's okay. I'll settle for the ceiling fan. So you walk over to the switch and you flick open the switch and nothing happens. Oh. And you say it's not that hot in here anyway. It's fine. So you sit down, you get your reading done, and then you're just about ready for bed and you realize the alarm clock on your dresser, the numbers are blank. There's no numbers. You say, it's fine. I can set an alarm on my phone. It's fine. So you set your alarm, and just as you're about to put it on your nightstand, you realize you have 11% battery. And even though you're probably gonna have power back by the morning, your battery of your phone is probably not gonna make it through the night. Oh. Right. So you manage to fall asleep, but you fall asleep so lightly that you wake yourself up every hour just so that you can check the analog clock in the living room to make sure that you didn't oversleep. So you wake up on time in the morning, you're exhausted, and the power is still out. And then it dawns on you, oh, today is going to look very different from what I had planned. That's an idea of what heartbreak is like. It's that, day after day after day. Or you can think of it like this: heartbreak is like that one workout that you do. Maybe it's the first workout you've done in a long time, and the next day, there are parts of your body that are hurting that you didn't even know that you use. You didn't even know that you had muscles in these parts of your body. It hurts to sit and it hurts to stand up and it hurts to lie down and it hurts to bend over when you drop your phone. everything hurts. That's an idea of what heartbreak feels like. Heartbreak is when you start to tell yourself that you can't imagine ever not being sad again. Heartbreak is like when you're feeling all those feelings and you say, I'm not just gonna sit here in bed all day. I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna go hang out with a friend of mine. I'm gonna get out of here and be productive. I'm okay. So you go and you're heading out and you're in your car on your way over to your friends, and you hear this country song come on the radio. And you remember how they were the one that introduced you to country music. They got you to really like it. But in that moment, it hurts so bad. And your eyes start to tear up, and you shut off the radio, and I'm gonna focus on the road. But then right in front of you on the highway is this Toyota RAV4. And it's the car that you remember test driving together. And you remember how you both loved it. And it's just all this, it just floods back, and you can't take it, so you just get off at the next exit, and you're right in front of this then department store, and you say, I'm just gonna run inside, and I'm gonna run inside real quick. And you're inside, and just everything is a trigger. Everything that you see hurts. There's that salt and pepper shaker, the two little birds. And you recognize it because you had the same exact set together. Only one of your birds, it ended up falling on the tile floor one day, and it broke. So you just had the one. But now here's the full set. You can replace it, and it's right here. But it doesn't matter anymore. And it feels like there's like this tsunami of sadness in you that's just ready to take you over at any moment. And so you just run out of the store, and I'm just gonna go to my friend's house. So you get to your friend, and they offer to make you some coffee. Only it's out of a French press. And there's still something about the French press that's post-traumatic for you. So you pass on the coffee. And you tell your friend, it feels like I can't breathe. Is this what it's supposed to feel like? And your friend stops what they're doing and looks at you and says, yes, love. This is what it feels like. And you don't know if that makes you feel better or worse, but you head home soon after, and you're just exhausted. And the second that you walk inside the door, you see that your dog got into the trash. And there's garbage all around the kitchen floor. And you can't even be mad at her because it's your fault that you forgot to put it away before you left. And in that moment, you break. And you're standing there in the middle of the kitchen floor, and you just start sobbing. And you're sobbing, and you sink to the floor, and you're sitting there on the floor just wailing. And somewhere in between, like trying to catch your breath, you get a glimpse of like the ceiling of your kitchen and the ceiling fan. And you realize that you've never seen the kitchen ceiling from this angle before. And why would you have? seen it from down here. And it's just, heartbreak is like that. Day after day. But everyone tells you that time will make things get better. So you become the tracker of the dates that go by. You are keeping track to make sure that time is doing its job and that it's not slacking, and that after the 19th is the 20th and that it doesn't try to go backwards. You are watching every day. And the first of every new month, part of you celebrates because it reminds you that time, in fact, is going by. Not only is it a new day, but it's also a new month. One day you end up losing track of the dates, and you realize that it's the 5th. And you forgot to celebrate on the 1st because you were busy, you were preoccupied with life. You realize you forgot. Oh. Heartbreak is like Christmas. Well, a couple months after Christmas. It's like June or July, where you're partway between last Christmas and next Christmas, and you're not really thinking about either one. And it's that June or July when you're cleaning behind the couch and you see a couple pieces of that spruce tree that you had last year. And you thought you had cleaned it all up, but there's a couple pieces that are left behind, and you see them there and you say, oh, yeah, Christmas. And heartbreak eventually looks like this day where you get in the car and you catch yourself singing along to some country song on the radio because it's just a country song. And you go over to your friend's place and they make you some coffee out of the French press and you enjoy it because it's just a coffee. And you can go into the department store and it's just stuff. And then one day, as you're turning in for the night, you go around the apartment and you shut off all the lights and you're tucking yourself in at night and just before you fall asleep, you realize that before this moment, just now, that you can't remember the last time that you thought of them. Oh. Oh. Thanks.